My name is Arafat, and this is my final project about my initiative called Fifth Version Studios, which is a creative media and a visual storytelling and creative technology platform where I showcase my film projects, tech news, and learning resources. This website uses JavaScript to dynamically load project content, fetch external API data, as you can clearly see here, and I also included try and catch error handling so that I don't break everything in case I run into problems. So I will demonstrate how this site loads dynamic data here in my in my VS Code. As you clearly see, I used ES modules because I think they allow me to organize JavaScript files into separate files rather than one single file. I think this improves code structure because imagine having all those contact home learning project code in one single file. It can be overwhelming and very difficult to debug your code. But at this moment, it's easier because I might understand where an error comes from since they are separate files. So when you look into my home.js, here we used event listeners as you clearly see on my home page. We have Modal dialogs and they all include a project title and description. So we used the model.inner.html to add that. Also our models has this line of code which clearly shows that they will open and close with this if function. When we go to the projects section, you can clearly see that we have a number of cards. These cards were created with JSON data. We are created with JSON data. These are my film projects which I have been working on and others which I think I'll be working on in the nearby future. But each one also includes a dialogue, a model dialogue, and you can see we have description on each and every project here. We used JSON to come up with such. They also have filters which help me to filter out any project basing on each category. So I think this is very useful for my film studio website. And as you can clearly see when you go to the projects.js, here first of all we are having a error handling with the try so that we run into an error. So here we are fetching the JSON data. Remember that for our JSON by default can't be loaded using HTML. So we needed to first convert JSON into the JS so that it allows our HTML DOM to create our cards. So here we imported and made sure that we handle all the errors in case. As you see clearly, this is our JSON data, which I created personally. It was really hard, but I had to include each and every project of mine. We have 7 categories from ID, title, description, genre, and year. And it's easier for me to add any other project in case I want by just including here the curly braces. So when we go to the learning section, this one includes articles based on the news API I used and clearly I first handled the errors in case the fetch doesn't work well, and I fetched using the URL that was provided uh, by the news API I used, and I made sure that it includes only tech news. So I used 15 articles as I told you earlier. That's why here you are seeing 15 in number, and I can adjust in any way. I can adjust based on my preferences. So it shows that I have total control of my site, and I can do everything I want. Here are the filters which can help me to filter out. Here we can render our cards. So if you look at the last page, we have here our form, but it also has form handling, and it can allow me to print all the details from the form onto a separate HTML file. As you can clearly see, we have our name, email, and the comment, even with the date we submitted this this form. I think that's it all. I wanted to make this video as short as possible and under 15 minutes, so I can't explain everything in one video, but I hope this one helps. Thank you so much.